Yes, we are live now.
Hello, everyone. Hope everybody is doing good. So, uh, let's see how many people are joining. So, this is how we understanding on how blockchain is important. We understanding smart contracts, open sampling, and way how we can deploy these contracts on different chains. So, the main motive of this would be open sampling. So, let's wait for some couple of minutes and so let's wait for others to join. I'll give some couple of minutes more. So welcome everyone. We have some more people joining us. So yeah, let's start. So uh, so coming onto your screen is like I'll be showing about the open sampling. So Deepak, you can just share the screen. Yes. So everybody. By the way, I just want to understand how many of you are kind of a blockchain people who know about Web3, what Web3 is, how it works, and why is it important. You guys can definitely chat in, like you guys can just send in the message in the chat window. Guys, okay, you great, Sarthak. You built one smart contract in Solidity. Great. Hello, Pravesh. Hope everything is good. It's a great weather outside. You are enjoying it. Okay. So yes, so I see that people do have understanding of Web3. So first of all, let's understand like for people who are new to this amazing world of Web3. So the Web3 is something which is the third version of web. Like first was when we had this open for option to read. Like suppose on the screen you can see some content written. It's like if I'm not able to edit it, write it, or you can just understand. Probably I really can't interact with it. That's Web one. Way back when the internet started, it was publicly rolled out. Then the I would say the generation came, which is the Gen two, Web two, which is we are really now like where I am able to interact with the website. Like suppose I say I can change this token to CSharpCorner. See, so the name changed. So this is Web two now. What then? Why is the need? Like everybody is think everything is going good. Everyone is more than happy with Web two. Then why we want to shift to Web three? Web3 is something that you can understand is the generation of internet where you own the data. You own. Great. So we have one of our active person working with the Web Web 3 domain. Is Web 2.5. So great, Pravesh. Let's move on. So I was talking about like why Web 3 came into the picture. Web 3 came into the picture that now, like suppose I contribute this contract, but I don't have any kind of a, I would say I don't get the royalty. I can't get any benefit. There are n number of things. Like suppose I go to C Sharp Corner. Like this is how I'm going to C Sharp Corner. So by the way, C Sharp Corner is world's one of the biggest developer hub. You guys can have a look. We have more than 160 technologies being hosted. So we have articles and videos. I would recommend everyone to get on with and then have a look at it. I see many people have already registered for this event, particular event. So yeah, so here suppose if Gotham is contributing something, he's not getting anything. It's a open source work. We have Divyansh, we have John, Pratap, Vijay, but none of them are really getting anything. Suppose I go like this is my live show that is going on here. So in order to get something from it and make it for my usage, what I can do is that I can use it and host everything into the Web3 world where you create, you earn, and you own. Create, read, and own. Like it's kind of a read, write, and own. Read, write, and own. So and now, how this blockchain comes into the picture? Like we did understand what Web3 is. We have heard a lot of about web blockchain. We say that there's a cryptocurrency. So why that's completely needed? Like so, the whole purpose of that is that you really need something to have a backup. Like in Web3, just to have an own functionality, you just can't get on with a new generation. So in order to get with a new generation, we have other functionalities like scalability. It is very much scalable. You can own the things as mentioned. It is secure, it is reliable, because anything that is written on blockchain can neither be touched in any form. Like it really cannot, like in any scenario, it is never a possible thing. There's a basic of blockchain that i- once something is written on blockchain or is part of the blockchain, that can neither be deleted or can neither be edited. So that's why you see that a lot of cryptocurrencies are coming into the picture where you see that we have Bitcoin, we have Doge, we have Ethereum. So these are kind of a becoming a transactional system for national level. Like suppose uh, El Salvador, the transactions, the national transactions are done in terms of Bitcoin. So that's a very reliable thing. Doing like suppose you go to a sabji wala and then you are giving Bitcoin. That means that it there is a mutual understanding that its value is there and it is authentic. That like suppose we have INR. So that is how the things work with Web3 blockchain. By the way, there is a very clear difference between blockchain and cryptocurrency. There has been a misconception, and people are like kind of a mixing everything. That's really not the right thing. So, cryptocurrency is a implementation, really, like it is a implementation of blockchain. So you really can't say that blockchain is cryptocurrency because uh, blockchain has much more usage. Like you can say, like suppose you get your real estate building. Suppose I'm sitting on a floor, like, and to get the ownership, I need to prove in the code that suppose this is mine. So how can I do it? I have documents, but whatever. Like suppose someone by mistakes when they are entering into their database, they instead of writing Rohit Gupta, they said Rohit Banerjee or Rohit Sharma. how can I prove my ownership? So in that case, what is done that when the signees are doing the verification, when the person liable for this, so at that time we are writing everything onto the blockchain, and then the cross verification can be done very easily. So this has been a basic overview what really the things are. Excuse me. So by this time, like I am definitely open to questions. You guys can definitely put in your question into the chat. Whenever I'll get time, I'll be answering them. So anything that you guys want me to answer, like anything that you didn't get. So we have one person, powerful AI. So he definitely made a good point that blockchain is transparent. How blockchain is transparent? So let me show you. So as you can see that excuse me. So we have the Sharp token. So this is our own cryptocurrency that has been launched. So it's more than 2 years, like around 2 years, and we have gained 61,000 followers and 2.52 million transactions. That's a big number for any kind of a token. This is on Polygon. So you see, anyone doing any kind of a transaction or any kind of effect that is happening, it's more than visible to everyone. You can just this is a transaction hash. You can just go and verify whether this transaction has really taken place or not, or is it just a mere thing that yeah, this has happened. So we have a proof of this. Like suppose these people have got tokens. So we have hundreds and 500s of people who got token. So we do have a proof that yes, this has already been done. So you can definitely see this. This is a human related data. You can just go and search on it. Like suppose I click on this address, and what it will say, it will show me that yes, this account exists and this person has 337 sharp tokens. By the way, if you want, you guys can definitely go to our website, which is a Sharp Economy, to know more about the Sharp token. And we have a Sharp Rewards application on Play Store and Google Play. Play Store and App Store. Sorry, my bad. So you can just open this and into your phone, sharpeconomy.org, and click on Get Reward Sharp Wallet. Another is if you want to earn 200 tokens, you can just go and just scan this code, or you can just directly go to Apple Store or Google Play to get that done. So we are definitely coming up with a lot of things. There are a lot of roadmaps and everything for people who are already in Web3. We already are listed on Uniswap, which is a DEX, Bitmart, CoinStore, and CoinMarketCap. So let's go. Like come back. So this is what we created. This suppose this is a token that we created. Now the name is Sharp token. Whatever. Like suppose you want to create that. Everyone can have their own token being created. So for that we need to write some code. Everything in this computer world is code that has to be written. So for that, what the thing is that excuse me. So we have this tool, Open Zeppelin. So this Open Zeppelin is something that kind of a, you can say, low code tool where you create your token. That is, so we have two types of token. One is the, I would say, the non-fungible, and another is a fungible. Fungible means the that which can be divided. So any kind of a token, like suppose you create INR, Indian rupees. Suppose I say Indian rupee, and the symbol is INR. So I can definitely have it more than. Then there's something known as a pre-mint. Pre-mint means creation. Minting means creation. So before the, so do we want to create some predefined money? Suppose I want to create 100 rupees by default. So see, it did the coding by itself, like underscore mint recipient 10 cross 10, 100 cross 10 cross decimal. So these are his internal functions. I'll definitely not go in deep into this because that's more on the technical side, complete technical side. By the way, the language that is being used, as mentioned, is Solidity, which is a JavaScript framework. So the syntax you'll find is much more than create, literally equal to the JavaScript. We have the same, the brackets, we have a semicolon, the mandatory, we have the import. So these things you may have seen in your Node.js functionalities. So excuse me. Now, the next thing is mintable. Mintable means that after the initial 100 rupees is created, do you want to mint more? Do you really want to mint more? Suppose, yes, I want to mint more. So, what it did, it gave you another code, that is mint. Mint here, and then it says only owner. Only owner means that since I am creating the 100 rupees initially, I only have the capability to have more tokens being created later. Burnable. See, this concept is comes from uh, the you can say country's macro economy, where basically, you know, even the RBI does it. Like if they want to make sure that the whole country is having surplus amount, so what it does, it takes out the amount of money from the kind of circulation. Suppose the rupee price is going down corresponding to the dollar. So what RBI will do, they'll take out around 100 crores of 500 notes from the circulation. In that case, what will happen, since the currency is less, so our the INR value will increase. So this is that I will definitely have my token burnable, so that when needed I can fluctuate the price of my token. Possible is generally a kind of a feature where you can pause the trading. Suppose me, like I'm there and I want to uh, probably send some tokens to Shubhankar, or probably NumPy, or maybe Powerful AI, who all are our audience now. So in that case, I being the owner of the contract, I can definitely say that no, I don't want you guys to do the transaction. I can pause it. I'll definitely not make it. I can, since I want to have trust of people, uh, being a decentralized world. Yes. So what decentralized is? Decentralized is that no single authority has the complete control. It's more of a number of people who are there, who are basically having the control over the complete thing. There is a need of two-third of majority. Like you, we live in a democracy where definitely 51% is needed. But what happens in blockchain, which we are using, which is the Polygon, so in that case, two-third of majority votes are needed to perform any kind of action. Then callable. So this has been a very I would say a very common thing. Like we have been working with Sharp token for around 2 years. So what people do is they send their tokens to someone else by mistake, or they forget the passphrase or the key, secret key. So in that case, the percentage of supply that the person is having, that goes into a kind of a locker that can never be recovered. So if I am creating my contract to be called back, in that case, I being the owner who has issued the currency can call get that money back at any point of time. Generally, we never do this in terms of EVM tokens, like the Ethereum virtual machine tokens, but and so I will also be not doing it. Then I'll be doing very less basic level of things because I want you guys to ask more questions, and based on the number of questions, I can definitely dig dive. So now, everyone says being the software people, you see that the license is MIT. So it gives you the functionality to use it for corporate functionalities to earning, but on some conditions that you need to mention the person who has created the contract. So till now, I think this is more on the broader side. So I can definitely dwell into how the things work in terms of technical things. Do you guys want to dwell into that, or you have any questions that has to be answered? Guys, you can definitely ask questions. I'm there to answer your questions. I'm waiting, guys. You guys can please come up with your questions. Uh, this session is more on how the complete smart contract and the token and the blockchain works. Sorry, Deepa, can you read it out? I'm not able to see it. Yes, I know the blockchain consists of blocks which contains info regarding transaction. Great, Harsh. You know that exactly the basic concept is and how the things work. So yes, so we have Kanak and I can see. So I, in the chat, I can see that we have a question that what is Web3 used for? That's a great question. Like, see, Web3 comes into the picture when there is something which is related to trust. Really, trust is the main part where you can say literally Web3 comes into the picture. And the second is the decentralization. Trust, because anything that's going through the blockchain or Web3, it is not editable. It is definitely fixed. Forever, it is fixed. The second thing is decentralization. I really don't have the control of this token. Frankly speaking, although I am creating it, but who will have how much token, I don't have control over it. I really can't. I just created this money. Now it is for the public to use it. And who has how many, who has kind of a two-third thing. So that is completely up to them. It's more than not me who is going on with the things. So these are the two major things because of which come into picture. For corporates, or I would say the third level is scalability. Anything that is created in Web3 is scalable. It's very easy to scale it up. Okay, Kanak. Okay, so Deepa, do you have another questions? Yes. How can we deploy smart contract? Yes, definitely. I will. So that would be my next thing. Uh, I can go with if there's another question, I can ask that. And then, yep. Okay, Sarthak. Why the Web3 token useful if there are Web2 tokens like Amazon Pays token? Okay, great question. By the way. So, see, we need Web3 tokens because Web3 tokens are something that I don't like. So, let me take it from the other end. You have Amazon token. What if 4 year down the line, or maybe tomorrow, Amazon says that now your token doesn't hold any value, or the token that you have, we are just deleting it from the database, because the token definitely which you see in your account is a db entry. They can just go manually edit it, and then you being a owner of 100 million tokens, and then you just have 10 tokens left, so you don't have control over it. And the second thing is, although Amazon gave you this token, but they are completely their token. It's not your token. You don't have any kind of a ownership when it comes to that. So Web3 tokens are needed to make the trust. It is decentralized, so it gives more of adaptability in long run. Okay, so okay, we have another question. How can we make value of our own tokens in our own platform? Okay, good. See, the value of the token is initially decided by the uh, DAO, the decentralized autonomous organization, the people who control that token. But later on, as the token is live into the community, you don't have the control. So initially, suppose our token, like which the I was talking about, the Sharp token, so it started at a price of uh, 0.0004, but now it is at 0.0084. So see, this price I'm talking about, dollar price per token price. This is initially decided by the team, but later on it's more on the completely the community and other one. Hope Nampai I answered your question. Yes. Do you have any other question? Okay, we have. Is open Sapling enough to build the core modules for product development? So powerful AI. See, Open Zapping is completely like it's completely a framework for the blockchain part, Web3. So, but if you want the front end, you won't have to have a database integration. That never a solution. Open Zapping is not for that. It's just there to help you have your token live, deploy the contract, manage the dev deployment, testing, verification, everything. So that's the thing for which the open sapling is. By the way, it is a open source thing, so we just have to be very cautious about it. Okay, so I hope we don't have other questions. I can definitely move to the deployment part. So guys, we have a deployment part using I would say open Zapping only. But see, so how did I come to it? On the screen, you see that here I have a deploy button. So as soon as I click deploy, I get this. By the way, we have remix. Remix. Anybody knows remix? Can anybody tell me what remix is? It's a very common thing in Web3 remix. So Remix is an IDE, integrated development environment, like it's a hosted one. So it's used generally, you can say it's more often used when it comes to Ethereum contract. So, but now they are going beyond EVM, and then probably expect to have Solana or some things others there. And the second is the download. So you basically can download the whole code and run it on your local computer. Like, so this is completely a node project, by the way, guys. Since this is a JavaScript, so basically what the complete thing is, this is, you can say that this is a Node.js project. So everything that you will be building around it, it's in Node.js. Although we have wrappers, we can you which where you can definitely have the APIs or the third party APIs, like we have Alchemy to get the access to those smart contract functions. So yes, moving on. So just to show you how the remix look like, see, this is how the remix look like, guys. You're able to see it. So learning, so my, see, here you see, I have only one file. I have only one file on my screen. Yes, but when I come create it into a full scale project, so in that case, if you see on the remix, the number of files are huge. We have a lot of files at the backend working. Like suppose we have this front file, draft, TRC, RC. Although you don't need to understand this, but just like visualize how complex the things can be and how easier it they are currently. So I'll not be going with the remix. I'll definitely be going with the OpenZap link. So let's go back to the OpenZap link. So in this case, what the first thing is, everything nowadays is created to open like kind of a API base. So here on the screen you see that it is written get API from Open Zappin Defender. Is it good for everyone? It's readable for everyone. Open, so Open Zapling Defender. So it's a second generation product from Open Zapling, where they provide some kind of features which are more than just deploying and everything. So you can just click on it, then it will ask you to create an account. Uh, Sorry. So I already have an account, guys. See, I already definitely have an account here. So then after that, you need to create an API key. Like suppose I create one API key here. By the way, I have this trial period on it. Opus Zapping earlier used to be free, but now they are on the freemium. So what all you want to have, this is a deep part. You can just leave it and then just can have a save button here. So in that case, I get a save button here. So it is saving, it's creating a API key and a secret. See, I have the API key and I have the secret. So guys, make sure you have this written with you, because you can definitely see your API key, but the secret will get lost and the platform will not allow you to see it. So let me get the API from here, and then I will go here and then I'll paste it here. Now I go to the secret key, and this is the secret key. And then I'll say authenticate. So basically, I'm now connected to the Open Zapping Defender. By the time it is getting connected, I think time will take. I can show you what exactly the things are. So you need to give a confirmation that yes, you have written both the things. So we have the dashboard here. You will, excuse me, you will see a lot of things here. So it has a code inspector. Basically you can have your code, like suppose I would say my smart contract. So this is my smart contract. I can copy it and then I can here add it. So I have an option like, well, which contract I want to have. I can have to add the address after deployment. After the deployment part, I need to have it. Or you have an option of installing the code inspector into a GitHub. I personally will not be doing, because I'll work for a corporate thing. So generally people are less sure about these things. So sorry, my bad, guys. And then we have the automation. So guys, it is not that smart contract doesn't have the automation. We have these kind of automations here. Like we have the alerts. Like generally you may people who are well versed with the CI/CD and development pipelines and everything. We have some actions. Many times when the flow is there, there may be alert. So that alert can be configured with this action. We have monitors, which is also a part of generally deployment, where we set up the monitor in terms of different things. Like suppose you set up a governance monitor, access control, financial, technical. Suppose a technical things is there, a uh, high thing is there, you can have it. Then you can have a lot of address book. So it's kind of a depend environment variable kind of thing. And later on you have the approval, and these are something beyond the scope of this session. So this is the deploy. Now configure your test environment to securely deploy the contract to testnet. I will be going with testnet. Okay. Now which testnet you guys suggest me to deploy it by? Guys, make sure it is the EVM testnet. So I'll ask the audience to tell me which testnet should I go with, Polygon or probably the base or Ethereum, or which one you want me? Like waiting for people to answer. Let me go with Amoy for now, which is a Polygon based testnet. Let me continue. So I have to create an approval process. That's more of an automation thing that I had to create. So guys, anybody has a Polygon address? And let me take mine with which this is done. Okay, by the way, let's see if the okay, yes. We will go to that. Now let's go and choose the network. So which network we choose there? Amoy. This is Amoy. So we chose Amoy. Now it is done with Amoy. Now the approval process. So this we have not set up. And once we set up this, we get an address that has to be here. Okay, but what we'll doing, we will be using approve using injected provider. Injected provider is a tool that will make sure, like, it's kind of a compiling basically. You compile your code. So uh, this approval process is a compilation that has to be done. Now I don't want to have a lot of compilation done or something, because I know that my syntax errors, logical errors are minimum. So what I'll go to deploy. Now in this, you see constructor arguments. Here recipient and initial owner. So recipient is like to whom I want to transfer these. So tenant ID is API key? No, no. I just showed you. Okay, let me show it again. Sorry. So see, when you have this, by the way, I'm not using any, like, so all the keys. They are for definitely for showing purposes. I'll delete them. So yes, see here. API key is when you create the API key, you have to put a request, and then the secret key is there. So I don't have access to it. Okay, moving back to the deployment part. I want to have the recipient and the initial owner. So who will be the initial owner? The person who is deploying and the recipient. So one thing I can do, let me make this contract very, very simple. I have removed the things, like I removed the initial owner. Okay, so initial authority. So that is the same. Uh, Basically, what is like this C. Currently, if you see, I'm not able to remove the ownable or role or manage. But in when it comes to, I would say, the normal smart contract, what I can do is that probably I can remove the ownable part. I don't want that my contract is ownable or there's a limitation. So I will go to Remix, because there I'm not able to edit it. Can anybody tell me what's the name of the soul file? This file here written in with which name, guys? People who are very much good with the at least the smart contract, guys. What is the name of the file here? Ownable.soul draft I see IRC. What is like? See, ultimately we need to edit, and if you don't guys tell me, I won't be able to edit it, because I will definitely be not having a look and which. So it is at the bottom. Contract, random name. So this is there. Everywhere we have AI. So what I'll do is that I will be removing the ownable part. So this ownable part is removed. I don't want ownable. This also goes away. I don't want it. So the initial owner is gone. Similarly, the this wala part of the initial owner is also gone. And since I don't have the ownable imported, I need to remove the only owner. So now anybody can mint it. Okay, so anybody can mint it. And the basic like one advantage that I can show you about remix is that it tells you that how much gas fees will be utilized. Like here currently I'm using this much GUI gas fees, and with the mint the real time functions will be called. Is it good, guys? Guys, am I good? So since it is not letting me remove the ownable roles or managed, so what I'll do is that instead of using the open Zapping Defender, although you guys can definitely use it, I don't want that I should have an initial owner or recipient. I will definitely have. Let me go to this and I can have this recipient. So this is my address. I will have it, or probably let me have both the address same and then I say deploy. Now, do you know why this error is there? Error deploying content, error switching network, terminal not initiated. Anybody? So if anybody tells us like why this error is there, that person will be getting 100 sharp tokens in his wallet. So I'm waiting for you guys for next 5 minutes. I'm my I'm looking at the chat. So anybody can tell me why is there a error? Error deploying contract, error switching network, terminal not initialized. Guys, we have 100 sharp tokens to be given. I think it is an internal error. Okay. No, I want the exact reason. Like it says error deploying contract, error switching network. Faster, guys. I really want to have people there who basically get the 100 sharp tokens. Anyone else? Anyone else, guys? You able to see? I'm going to remix. That doesn't mean I don't want the answer. I want to. the people to give me the answer why are we getting this error. So my contract on remix is okay. Incorrect contract version would be okay. Interact internet like incorrect contract version. Like how does this mean? Because this is the first time I am deploying a contract. So how can I have an incorrect contract version? Guys, me just telling you things will not help you. You have to connect MetaMask. Okay. So okay. In that case, do you see anywhere I can connect my MetaMask? By the way, you parallelly can open your like the same things on your end because I don't see an option to click and connect with MetaMask. Anybody has answered? For deploying by paying fees, ensure MetaMask is connected. And no, what I'm trying to say is that in order to tell the so by the way, I have Trust Wallet here. So I should have a option here to initialize the constructor of Treasure Wallet to get connected. So that is what I'm trying to say. I don't have anything here. Any other answers? Let me try to change the network. If see, definitely I can tell you the solution, but I really don't want because you guys are there to learn something. Please have it. By the way, we have a lot of other live shows also on our channel, which we are using the CC Sharp TV. We have a lot of conferences coming. So the people who are searching for the answers can just go to csharp.tv and they will get a lot of content, free content, which is see, we have a startup show, we have software architecture conference coming, we have other things as well. So you guys can definitely have a look at this. So this is my show, which is currently going on, like it's live. You can come to CSharp.tv to also have a look. We have a startup show coming. We have a conference architecture online. So we have a lot of shows. You guys should definitely attend it. Anybody, guys, are you able to get the answer why and what is the issue, guys? Okay, let me go here. And now using like I will definitely be deploying it, but not using Open Zapling. That's a kind of a challenge for you guys. I can deploy it using Remix. Would you mind, guys? So yes. So what I'll do, I will use. Okay. By the way, I don't have MetaMask connected. Okay, Wallet Connect, and I have Trust Wallet installed. Okay, so Trust Wallet is my browser extension. So for a security reason, I'm not showing you exactly the trust, what exactly I'm doing with the trust part. So it is a process that seems to you. So I have signed my transaction. Now the Trust Wallet is connected. No, okay. This Trust Wallet is not connecting because I don't have pool. So uh, I am posting a link for everyone. You guys can try to see this. Deepa, please post this in YouTube. So this is the link. So you guys can also try. You guys, if you guys have MetaMask, you guys can definitely try it out, and you guys will be able to use it with the MetaMask. So I have understood what. Okay, yes. Deepak, I don't think the link got right. If you can just see that. I see three links here. Okay, no issue. Yes, guys, in the chat you have the link posted by C Sharp TV. Click on that, log it into it, and you will be able to do what I'm doing on the live part. So this is the contract. Anybody tried or is able to open it? Any problem with opening it? So guys, we are coming nearer to the session end. So, uh, since I've given you a challenge, I would really like you guys to come up with the answers. This video will be recorded and will be added onto our channel. I want people to deploy the contract and send it in the chat. Right. So do comment your contract addresses at the end. Do contract. Is it good for everyone? Okay. So Now I have 5 minutes left, so if you have any question that has to be answered, please let me know. I can definitely help you guys because I want everyone to be successful with this smart contract and have many Web3 developers from this group. If you have questions, please start posting it into the chat window. We will be answering that. Guys, guys, okay. What's the core use of Pinata? I think so. See, Pinata is a IPFS in interplanetary file system. So it's a paid service. So that is a Pinata. Like you were saying, or the Pinata.cloud. It's the IPFS. So that is generally is a decentralized storage, which is particularly used. The so it's free for first I think 100 200 files, and then that gets some paid option like here. So you can see that it has some features. Pricing is also there. So yes, what factors to consider when deciding on network to deploy to? Why did you decide on Polygon? Okay, see, definitely awesome question you have asked. DES this. So see, I deployed on Polygon because my contract already is on Polygon and I have full. So the gas fees that is required to deploy it, I have that. So that's why I chose Pole. You can choose whatever you want, but there are factors like Pole is very cheap. Like you can just say $0.18, and the gas fees is very less. If you go for Ether, Ether is costlier. It is more than $2,500, and the gas fees is that much dependent. Secondly, what all features you need. Like suppose the contract that I am deploying, it's a very basic contract. So you can just use any of the chains to deploy it. So yeah, that's the reason. Okay, guys, we have 1 more minute left. We have another questions or not? Good questions coming. I see a great enthusiasm there. Super people today lined up on the session. Seems we don't have more questions. So thank you everyone. Have a nice day ahead. See you in the next session.